Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial, this is the look that I'm going to achieve today, and I'll be doing this particular look on myself. If this is your first time of watching me, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share. For returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I love you all so much. So the first thing I'm going to do is to use a face wipe to wipe off the dirt from my face. Thereafter, I'm going to go in with this bomb moisturizer, and I'll be using my hands to apply that all over my skin, just so that I can moisturize the skin properly. Make sure that your hands are properly washed and sanitized while you do this. And after that, I'll be going in with this Zaron hydrating serum, and I'll be applying that all over my skin as well, concentrating more on the T-zone areas, which is underneath the eyes, the forehead, the jaw, and also the nose, basically on the areas where you can easily sweat. This is actually part of the skin prep process. So at this point, I'm going to go in with my setting spray, and I'm just going to use a beauty blender to damp that into my skin properly. I'm just tapping on the skin, and right now I'm going to go in with my face primer, and then I'm just going to apply that on the T-zone area. Like I said, the T-zone areas are the underneath the eyes, the jaw, the forehead, the nose, the areas where you can easily sweat. This is just so that the makeup can sit properly on your face and so that it can last for a long time. So right now I'm going to go in with my concealer, and this concealer is about 2 tones lighter than that of my skin tone. I'm going to apply this concealer on my T-zone areas, just the way you can see me do in this video. And then after that, I'm going to pick up my beauty blender, and I'm just going to tap that on my skin. Make sure you tap, do not drag. So blending is key when it comes to makeup. You need to make sure that you take your time in order to blend properly, so that you have a very nice end result. So most times you discover that underneath the eyes are very sensitive. It becomes creasy or cakey after blending. You need to make sure that you always use your beauty blender before you apply your powder. Make sure that you blend underneath the eyes continuously. If not, after looking downwards and taking your eyes upwards again, you discover that it becomes cakey or it begins to crease, so you don't want that. So at this point, I'll pick up my blush, and then I'm just going to apply it on my cheekbone like this. I'm actually using this lip palette from Chic Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with this shade all over my cheekbone like this. Blend, guys. So right now I'm going to pick up my foundation, and I'm using Zikel foundation in the shade 025. I actually do love this foundation a lot. I use it in most of my videos because it gives me what I want. And then most of the times, the clients that I have, their skin tone just, I don't know how it happens, it just falls into this particular shade of foundation. That's why I love it a lot. Goes for almost every skin tone, yeah, apart from those that are really light and those that are very dark. So I'm just going to apply this foundation all over my face like this, even on the blush, just so that it can give me a very nice effect. So make sure you blend that properly, and you have to go in with a foundation that is in your skin tone, guys. A foundation that is in your skin tone. So at this point, I'm going to go in with concealer. I'll apply that underneath my eyes, my jaw, my forehead, and then on my nose. So sometimes we have different skin coloration. Sometimes your face can be very light, your chest too very light, and your neck very dark. When you discover that, you need to make sure that you go in with a light shade of foundation on your neck, so that it can match with your face and your chest. And then sometimes your face will be very dark and your neck will be very fair and chest very fair. At that point, you need to make sure that your face matches your chest and neck. You need to go in with a foundation that is in the exact skin tone of your chest and neck. I hope that is understood. So that's how that works. So at this point, I'll be going in with powder, and this powder that I'm using today is from Flawless Ivy. It comes in a very big palette. I think it's about 8 of them in that particular palette. So the places where you need to highlight, you need to go in with a light shade of powder. The places where you need to contour, you need to go in with a dark shade of powder. Just when you need to contour, you need to go in with a shade of powder that is about 2 to 3 tones darker than that of your skin tone. When you need to highlight, you need to go in with a lighter shade of powder, about 2 to 3 tones
and
lighter than that of your skin tone. That's how it works, guys. So at this point I'm just contouring my nose just so that it can give me a pointed and so that everything, you know, we all love that pointed effect. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Right, I'm going to pick up, and then after doing that, I'm going to pick up my blush palette, and I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbone like this, just so that it can come out really nice. And I'm using an orange shade, and I'm just applying it like this so that it can come out very nice. And then I'm going to move it upwards a little bit towards my forehead like that, so that it can look good. So right now I'm going to go in with setting powder, just so that the makeup can bake and it can last long. You want to do this especially when you're going for an event, and especially when you have a very sweaty skin. You want to bake. Make sure that you go in with a setting powder and then bake. Yeah, so when you are applying your makeup, you have to make sure that you are not applying it under a very hot environment, because when you do that, you discover that you begin to sweat. As much as possible, go to an environment that is very cool, so that your face receives the breeze and so that the makeup can stay instead of you sweating all over. So right now I'm just going to use my Karite eyeliner. This actually serves as a brow gel for me, and I'm just going to draw a thin line underneath my brow and another thin line at the top of my brow, and then fill up the area where I do not really have enough hairs. And then after that, guys, I'm going to conceal, and I'm using this concealer from Zaron Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go in with a concealer that is about 2 tones lighter than that of my skin tone on the highlight area. And then I'm going to go in with my shade of foundation, which is the one that I used on my skin, the one from Zikel Cosmetics, at the inner corner of my brow, and then I'm just going to blend. So for the top of the brow, I'm going to go in with my shade of foundation, which is from Zikel Cosmetics in the shade 025, and I'm just going to conceal the top of my brow like this and blend. So I'll be doing the same thing on the other side of my brow as well. So at this point, I'm going in with benign eye primer, and I'm just going to apply the eye primer on my crease area like this, and then blend a little bit towards my transition area. Blend so that your eyeshadow does not crease. So right now I'm going to go in with a burnt brown reddish kind of shadow on the transition area like this. I'm going to use an eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm just going to blend like this on the transition area. Make sure you take your time to blend properly so that it comes out nice. And then for the crease area, I'm going to go in with blue. Yeah, I'm going to go in with blue, and this blue shade of shadow is from their letvass eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to apply that on my crease area like this. Blend that properly. Make sure that it's not creasy. Make sure that you take your time to blend properly. So at this point as well, I'm going to go in with glitters, just so that the whole eye makeup can pop. I want it to pop, and it's the exact shade that is in the picture that I showed you guys at the beginning. So I'm just going to apply that, and then after that I'm just going to blend the transition area properly, and then use my powder brush to buff out the excess setting powder that I have on my face. Buff it out so that you can look as natural as possible, and so that what is on your face looks so much as what is on your neck. You need to make sure that your face matches with your neck and your chest, and that's what we'll be achieving in this particular video today. So at this point I'm just going to go in with falsies, and then line my waterline area with a black eyeliner from Karite Cosmetics. You could actually use any product that you have right there with you, as long as it matches with your skin and as long as it's what you want, guys. So at this point I'm going to go in with a pinkish shade of shadow underneath the waterline area like this. And this shadow that I am using is from Zikel Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes like this so that the makeup can pop. So at this point guys, I'm going to line my upper lip using a brown lippie, and this brown lippie that I'm using is from Classic Cosmetics. I'm just going to line the upper and the lower lip like this. Make sure that you line that and blend it properly, and then I'll be going in with a nude shade of lippie, and this lippie is from Chic Cosmetics. I'm just going to blend. And then after applying the nude shade of lippie, I'm going to apply it at the top of my lip as well, and then blend that properly. I feel like the top of my lip is too dark, so I'm going to go in with a brownish shade of lippie, the one that is lighter than the one that I initially applied, and then I'm just going to blend. And at this point I'll go in with my gloss just so that the whole makeup can pop. So this is about the end of this video guys. I'm just going to blend everything properly so that it looks good and it sits well on my face. So I'm going to highlight using this gold shade of highlighter from Zikel Cosmetics. I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbone and then underneath my brow, just so that the whole makeup can come out really nice and it can really be properly highlighted. So I'll apply that on my nose, my jaw, and my forehead as well. And after doing that, I'm going to go in with my setting spray so that the whole makeup can last long. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that this video was helpful. Please try and compare the picture and my makeup. I hope I did very well, and I hope you learned a lot from this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share. I want to see you guys in the comment section. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Lizzy's Touch, LHIZHI_S and touch. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in my next. Bye.